Welcome back to my channel. You want to delete all these unwanted apps from your system, but you can't because they are already pre-installed within Windows. These bloatwares reduce your system's performance. So today, I will show you the method of a clean Windows installation, through which these unwanted apps will not be installed at all during the installation process. Only the apps you want will be installed. So without wasting time, let's go to the video. Welcome to my channel. Technicio. As you can see, my system already has all these apps installed, which significantly reduce my system's performance. And if I go into Task Manager to show you my system's performance, you can see that more than 50% of my RAM is already in use, even though I haven't started any process on my Windows yet. So to delete all these bloatwares, we need to perform a clean installation of Windows. For a clean installation of Windows 11, first we need to create a bootable USB of Windows 11. As I have explained in my previous video, first I will download the Windows 11 ISO file from Microsoft's official website. But if you want, you can also download the official Windows 11 Installation Media Creator tool from here and use it to make your USB bootable. However, I already have the official Windows 11 ISO image downloaded, so I'm going with the second method. Next, I will download software to make my USB bootable. You can use Balena Etcher as well, but for Windows images, Rufus is the best. So I will download the latest version of Rufus from Rufus's official website. Once the download is complete, I will open it, plug in my USB, select the Windows 11 ISO image, and start making my USB bootable. While Rufus is completing its process, I will come to the main purpose of my video, removing bloatwares during Windows installation. For that, I will create an answer file. An answer file is a configuration file used to automate software installations, or setups, by providing pre-written responses to standard prompts, instead of a person manually clicking through menus and typing details. The system reads the answer file to complete the processes automatically. To create an answer file, I will go to my browser and search for Windows 11 answer file generator. From the search results, I will open the first website, Schneegens, because this is the tested and official website that generates answer files for Windows. Once the website opens, you can see that there is an option to import a file, meaning if you have already generated an answer file, you can import it here to edit. Also, you will see presets. The first option is Reset Form to Default Values, which will select all of Schneegens' default values inside the form. But I only want to remove bloatware right now, so I will choose the Configure for Minimal Output option. This will select all the options in the form so that I can manually choose all the settings myself during Windows setup. Now, in the form, I will only change those settings that I want to automate. As you look at the form, you will see many settings that you can change during Windows installation, like disabling Windows Defender, choosing Windows Edition. For example, I will select Windows Pro here, and the form will automatically apply the generic key for Windows Pro and install it on my system. Next, you can see Setup Settings, where I will bypass all of Windows 11's requirements. And if you recall, I had deselected all Windows customization options in Rufus because I wanted to configure them in the answer file to show you that this answer file really works. From here, I will also select the Without Internet option to remove the internet requirement from the setup. Next, in the computer name option, I will set my computer's name in advance so that my computer doesn't get a random name. So I will name my computer Technicio. Next, I will also remove the online account requirement and choose a setting so that whenever I open File Explorer, it opens this PC instead of quick accesses. Next, I will turn off widgets, turn off Bing search, and then remove all icons from the Start menu so that no pinned icons appear. In System Tweaks, you can change any setting you want. I will disable Smart App Control, disable Edge Startup Boost and Background Mode so that Edge cannot run in the background, and also make Edge uninstallable. Normally, we cannot uninstall Edge, but through this form we can uninstall Edge after Windows installation if we wish. Next, you can pre-configure Wi-Fi, personalize Windows if you want, and now we come to the bloatware option. Here you can see all these apps that Windows automatically installs. I will select all of them. and only deselect those software that I want to install, like Internet Explorer, Notepad, WordPad, Calculator, Windows Terminal, etc. Whichever apps you want to install, deselect them. Finally, I will download this XML file. As you can see, it has been downloaded. Now if I open Rufus, you can see that my USB is still being made bootable. I will wait until this process completes. As soon as it's done, I will open my USB and copy this XML file into it. Now our USB is ready with the answer file. I will restart my system and install Windows. If you need a tutorial on clean Windows installation, you will find its link in the description as well. During the Windows installation process, you can see that all my settings are default. I didn't change any settings, so I am manually configuring everything. After configuring my partitions, I will install Windows. As you know, Windows installation takes some time. Once the Windows installation process completes, you will see that my PowerShell script automatically opens during the installation, and all the settings I configured in the answer file are automatically applied. After installation is complete, you will see my settings. Even in the pre-setup, I can complete my setup without internet. Next, I don't see any options. I see the offline account directly. If I type my name Technicio here and click Next, you can see that I cannot create a username that matches my system name. My system name that I typed in the form Technicio has been set. A random system name was not chosen. So I will type any number after Technicio and click Next. After Windows starts, you can see that in my Start menu you won't find any bloatware, meaning my form has worked correctly. And now you will see that the PowerShell script opens again. If I check the performance, you can see that my CPU is at minimum usage, and my memory is now using 34% instead of 50%. So by creating an answer file in this way, you can pre-configure all your system settings and remove all bloatware. So that was today's video. See you in the next video. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Technicio, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss an update from our channel. Together, let's end tech tantrums. Thank you.